Alrighty. Welcome everyone to episode 3 of our Parents' Basement. This is a show where 4 of your homeboys from across the country update you and yours about everything A to Z in the world of video games, movies, comics, pop culture, geek culture,
Blah
whatever.
blah blah.
Yes, last week we talked about what we've been playing recently. And we try to convince you, our amazing audience, to check out some games that you likely never heard of. And we also briefly touched upon the crazy world of import gaming. You may remember that our import gaming segment was cut a little short because of time, so I can assure you all that we will be going back to that topic in a later episode. However, tonight's episode has a couple of things different in store. Before we get to that, I'm going to introduce myself and everyone else. So, as you all know, I am Cashel, and I think I'm pretty cool because I'm drinking wine right now, and I can drink wine on any occasion. That makes me cool in my mind. And with us this evening, we have Turf, and he considers himself to be pretty damn cool because he used to have Backstreet Boy like streaks in his hair.
Yes, he did.
Oh,
I was a boy band reject in 2002.
Yes, you were, and maybe we could see a picture of that. If not tonight, then on our website, ourparentsbasement.com. Also with us this evening, we have Mr. Nikon, and he considers himself to be pretty damn cool because he can dismantle a camera in under 30 seconds while blindfolded.
I don't know about that, but I got bourbon.
Good. Well, you're cool because of that, too. And finally, we have Zach, and he considers himself to be pretty damn cool because he spells his name with 2 Ks.
pretty fly for a white guy.
Yeah, exactly. I love that song. I'm really happy to have everyone here on our 3rd episode that is being recorded on the very last day of the 3rd month of the year. As you know, today is March 31st, and to celebrate the end of the month, the 4 of us are going to take a look back at a few things that we picked up in the month of March. And if you all like this segment, and if you, our audience, like this segment, we can do this at the end of every month, make it a monthly thing. By now you all know that the 4 of us are avid video game players that enjoy heading into the wilderness to pick up retro treasures, or sometimes we, go out and partake in a brand new release that's hot off the press. So we each selected some titles to show you, and we're going to show obviously one another, these titles that we are very proud of, titles that will remind us that the month of March is more than just, green beer, shamrock shakes, and stupid people getting stupidly drunk because they stupidly think they're 1/16th Irish. So, that being said, why don't we begin with this? Let's start with Zach, with 2 Ks. Why don't you go through a couple of things that you are really excited about from the month of March?
I just like how throughout that whole thing, Cashel was able to keep a smile while Turf was showing off his little blonde highlights.
Oh, you showed it. Okay, I was reading my cue. So you showed that picture?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Love that picture.
We'll go ahead, just for everybody's enjoyment. Here we go, one more time.
Here we go.
Oh yeah.
Tell me
No,
why
just
ain't nothing but a heartache.
bask in the glory of that goatee. Oh, that was such a bad idea.
It was the early 2000s. We were all like, that was a crazy time for fashion. At least the 80s was fun for fashion. In the early 2000s, no one knew what they were doing, So
I had blue hair back then.
you had blue hair back then.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm learning all sorts of stuff this evening, but we're getting
Boy,
off.
I see your highlights and raise you blue hair. That's,
Yeah.
You can't tell a story last. That's the moral of the story here.
Yeah.
My hair was black, but short.
Your hair was short. Mr. Nikon's hair was blue. Turf's was like a member of NSYNC, and I've had the same hairstyle my whole life. So
Then I had a
All right.
mohawk.
But
All right, back on topic.
yeah, we could talk about hairstyles later. Zach with 2Ks, Zach Z, whatever you're being called these days. Let's go through some of your March pickups.
All right, start off with an import because why not?
Why not?
Devil May Cry 4 Special Edition. You
Alrighty.
can
Tell us a little bit about that.
You can get the digital version, but I like having physical copies of games, and Devil May Cry is one of my favorite series. And the main difference between this one and the original Devil May Cry 4 is that they add 3 new characters to it, which are Lady, Trish, and Virgil. So I got it in order to try out those.
Now, is Nero still the main character? Well, one of them, rather?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's pretty much from what I can tell, they added a few cutscenes,
Mm-hmm.
but you're still going through the game from start to finish. Doesn't matter which characters you choose. Because
Okay.
I originally started with the Lady Trish storyline, and where it had you playing as Lady going through the beginning of the game, from what I played so far.
Sweet. Well, that's a cool pickup. What else did you get this month?
I got a game actually worth the damn on the Vita.
Hey, there's a lot of games. I'm always going to defend the Vita, but
Earth
sorry,
Defense Force 2.
I think you told us about that a while ago.
I told you about 4 on the PS4.
Okay.
But yeah, they remade the second one, put it on the Vita, and where it's actually a reason to to actually turn on the Vita nowadays.
I'm sorry. When I think of Vita, I think of that company that makes those pickled
Fish,
herring
yeah.
fish.
Every time you say Vita, Mr. Nikon's like, fish in a jar. That's okay. I have to throw in a little aside. I'm actually playing something on my Vita these days right now, so my Vita gets lots of loving, but it's so neglected.
Yeah, if you're looking for an action game on the Vita that's an arcade type third-person shooter, definitely go for Earth Defense Force 2.
Nice.
Yeah. All right. One more thing, or
Yeah, go ahead. Let's hear it.
all right, let's go completely different. I picked up the Blu-ray for GameSack Volume 1.
Game who?
GameSack.
What's this?
Turf?
It's a YouTube channel. It's a couple. You got to remember, Cashel does not. He doesn't check out YouTube at all. He doesn't know any of the personalities. It's a couple guys that do a lot of YouTube reviews. They do good stuff. They're really well produced.
Yeah.
They have in between them. One guy's a Nintendo guy, one's a Sega guy. So you have a lot of that head-to-head stuff. That friendly competition. It's a fun show, and anybody that wants to should check out GameSack. They do good stuff.
Yeah, definitely. And the Blu-ray is actually pretty interesting because they got pretty much a point-and-click adventure on it. Yeah. Let's see. Where was it? Interactive Choose Your Destiny video with the guys from GameSack.
That's cool.
Yeah, and apparently there's hidden episodes on here. I have yet to actually watch them because I'm in the process of actually watching all the ones on there. I have yet to actually go and look.
But these guys are taking. I know they did it. The Game Chasers did it. They put a lot of time into their seasons or their DVDs. They're putting like interactive games, interactive menus and stuff, and like little mini games on DVDs, which is something that you rarely even see like a big studio do. So, but these guys are doing it out of their house in their spare time. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, you're lucky nowadays if you even get deleted scenes and don't have to pay extra.
Well,
so there you go.
cool variety you got there, Zach. I'm not sure about that last one because that's all like foreign language to me. But you say they're worth checking out. Maybe I could check them out.
Yep. You say that's foreign language, but my first one was from Asia.
Well, actually, I study Japanese, so I mean, for fun, America, for fun. That's how cool I am.
Yeah,
So,
I should mention that real quick is that Devil May Cry 4
Yeah.
on PS4 does have, if you buy the Asian version, it does have English dialogue.
like voiced English dialogue.
Yep, and subtitles.
Huh. Interesting.
Wow.
It's weird
Yeah.
that they didn't bring it here. I mean, Devil May Cry has a pretty big following.
Yeah, they do have it digitally, but they didn't
Yeah,
release the physical version here.
Yeah. We don't do that here at OPB. So, moving. Anything else you want to share, or shall we move on to the next person?
Move on because I got too many games to actually go over.
All right. In that case, Mr. Nikon. I know you've been busy over in the month of March. Let's see what you got.
Yeah. It started, at the Louisville Arcade Expo. You guys know I got Mega Man 5.
Mm-hmm.
There it is right here. Got this guy right here. Finished my, Mega Man collection on the NES.
And what
Also
a great
got-
Mega Man to own too. That's a fun
Oh,
one.
yeah. Also got the says Wolfenstein 3D.
Oh yeah.
So pretty fun. But Castro saw a game he wanted on the eBay. Romancing Saga 1, which he didn't have. So like, oh, I'll get that for him.
Aww.
Then I go on eBay and oh, thank you. I start searching for other games. So, first one I saw was this Godzilla Monster Battle, which is pretty much like Godzilla in a Street Fighter form. He's like going against Mothra, King Ghidorah, and such.
Yeah.
Also, it's a pretty fun game. Got Go-Go
Jesus.
Aikman 1, 2, and 3, which is based off of some manga character, which I don't read it too much, but it's pretty much a basic platformer. Pretty fun. So all those came from Japan. Also, get this pile here.
You've been
Picked up,
busy this month.
Yeah, I have. Picked up some Super Bomberman. These actually came from a U.S. seller.
Okay.
It's about 7 of the Bomberman games released for the Super Nintendo. So
Holy
Bomberman,
crap.
Super Bomberman 2, 3, 4, 5, Bomberman World, and Bomberman B-Dam. Which one
I guess
is
Bomberman was way more popular in Japan than it was here.
Yeah. They even in Japan they even released multi-tap in the shape of Bomberman's head.
Did they really?
Yeah, which I've got that coming from Japan. So
Oh my
down here.
god, Mr. Nikon.
Attaboy.
Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, these are pretty fun. They're not like your normal Bomberman. One is you gotta throw a bomb at these other bombs that are coming in. It's kind of like a bowling type of deal. And the other one is kind of like a Tetris Dr. Mario game.
Oh, neat.
But they're pretty fun. Yeah, Jenny and I have been playing the battle mode on Bomberman 4, which is pretty fun.
So it's multiplayer, so that's pretty cool. And they're not the typical Bomberman where you throw a bomb at the other Bomberman and try to blow them up. There's a puzzler one, and there's
Yeah.
you said a bowling one. That's new to me. That's pretty cool.
That's the best way I could describe it. You're throwing a bomb, trying to hit other bombs, and try to blow up the whole bombs that are on the screen.
Gotcha. Cool.
But the one I'm most excited about, which I saw Proteus Star on Famicom.
Yeah.
I saw, they have it for the Super Famicom, so I decided to get that. So these are pretty weird fucking games.
And there's the F-bomb.
Well, what I like about those is the title, cause Parodius Da, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah, Parodius is like parody, and I guess the Da part is like some shooter game, like Galaga or something like that.
Yeah.
That's what they are, right? They're
Yeah. They're
shmups.
pretty much they're shoot 'em ups, and they're making fun of the
The genre.
the
Yeah.
genre.
Yeah,
So
and based on Gradius. So
yeah, it's about
therefore
Gradius.
Parodius.
Yeah, Gradius. That's the one I was thinking of. So
This one is so freaking crazy weird. This is
That's the one I've been looking for.
fantastic Parodius, pursue the glory of the past. You know, I'm playing the first level, and I get, first time I played it, the next time I'm hearing, In the Mood, which was, made famous by Glenn Miller, ba-da-da, ba-da, ba-da,
yeah.
I'm like, what? Then the first boss is, when they're playing Bizet for the first boss, it's a panda wearing a tutu with a freaking duck on its head. And you gotta shoot the duck on its head to pass it. So,
This-
That's the one you did the
crazy.
video of, right?
yeah, I did a video of this, testing out how to do recording gameplay on my own channel, Chicago Retro Gaming. But I get
Yeah,
to the second.
Doesn't that one have the bunny girl on the missile?
Yes.
Yes, that is the one I've been looking for.
I get to the second level, and all of a sudden I hear Stars and Stripes Forever as I'm shooting down a cat ship submarine thing. I'm like, should I stand up and salute when I'm playing this level?
no, keep shooting.
I'm like, I instantly died when I started hearing that. I was just instantly confused. And this one I just picked up. This just came in the mail today, which I haven't really got a chance to really play too much. But the first level, you've got penguin DJs who are throwing records at you, trying to kill you.
It's jerks.
Is that
Which
another
one-
Parodius game?
Yeah.
which one's that?
This is what is it? I'm trying to find. My Japanese is horrible.
I'm trying to see the title.
Jiku Oshobori Parodius.
Jiku. My listing's terrible. I'm better at reading and writing, so
Jikkooyo of the little line on top of it. Oshabery Parodius. So I guess Parodius forever with me, or chatting Parodius live according to Wikipedia, but I don't know.
Either
But
way, it's more crazy shmup action
yes,
from Glorious Nippon.
yes. But I think only one of those was actually released in the U.S. So I think the original Parodius style was the only one that was released in the U.S. The rest never made it over here.
I'm not surprised at all.
But
so.
yeah, that's pretty much my pickups for March that have arrived. So
And what a collection! Mainly imports, and I can't think of a better way to celebrate March than with a bunch of import titles. So
yeah.
very cool.
Also got on eBay the the Famicom Super Famicom carrying case, so I could take it anywhere I want.
There you go. Travel size.
Yeah.
Well, I loved hearing that. That was entertaining, and it kind of makes me want to check those games out now. I'm terrible at shmups. Like, I'm terrible at them, even though I have Choaniki on my PlayStation. Don't tell anyone. But yeah, I will. I know now I'm intrigued by these. So very cool. Moving on, Turf, my man. What did you
All right, well,
get
I'm gonna-
in March?
For our first episode, we went over what I got at Louisville at the at the Louisville Arcade Expo. So I'm gonna skip that, and I didn't get out. I bought a few more NES games since then, and I just realized it. I thought I'd got them at Louisville, but I didn't. I got Swamp Thing,
Mhm.
which is not a very good NES beat 'em up type game. I got a Tecmo Cup Soccer, which is a weird soccer game that it's kind of like a turn-based RPG except for it's soccer. Like, well, yeah, you're running, then you have to give it a command to shoot instead of just like pushing A to shoot. You say, well, do you want to shoot? Yes, I do. Are you sure? Yes, I do. And it's very Japanese. I guess that it's not very me, so I'm just assuming Japanese people like it. Let's see. I have. Are you serious?
What?
Oh no. Okay, I thought I froze up on you.
No.
Anyways, and then
I was like, "Are you serious? That's a cool sounding game. What's this about?"
Yeah.
You know?
Well, it's a board game, and kind of you have to make stuff up as you go, and then somebody will eventually say, "Are you serious?" Anyways, that's a complete lie. See, the Tecmo Cup Soccer Swamp Thing, Race America, which is just a racing game. Haven't even played it yet, so I can't even lie to you about what it's about. I think that's all I got on as far as NES games. So now we'll get on to I have one like an old school pickup. You know, used to when I started doing this, I spent a lot of time in junk stores and just those dirty, nasty, like just somebody's like, here's my junk, get rid of it type stores. You know, it wasn't like pawn shops weren't clean back in the day. They had dirty floors and grizzly old men with a cigar hanging out of their mouth running the place. And it was cooler then. It was more of an adventure. But I had an old school pickup, so I went in one of these places, and anyways, I got a few games.
Some video games. Let's see them.
So I think I gave $15 for these. And I think there was another one. I don't remember what it was, but there was another one. Soul Blazer. So that's a good one. That's
good
a
one.
$60 game.
Love that game.
Yeah. Plock, which is another. It's about a $20 game. It's got a little slash on the label, a little cut on the label there, but we're gonna call it okay because it was cheap.
Yep.
This one still needs to be cleaned up. It's Sky Blazer. It's not a super common NES game. It's from the movie store, MOO-VIE.
I'm guessing from
Apparently it was a rental
Wisconsin.
one. Haha.
I'm not sure what that game's about
And
at all. Sky Blazer?
and see-
Never heard of it.
Sky Blazer. It's not an RPG. It's a platformer.
Okay.
So calm down. And this was old Blockbuster rental. Wings 2 Aces High, which I don't know, look cool. I'm going by the cover art. It's kind of World War II or World War I biplane type fighting. So I was looking forward to that. That might be a little fun. It's not very expensive. It just looked like it'd be fun. So that was my cool old school pickup. That man, I love that feeling of digging through like tubs of stuff and just finding junk that nobody wants and it's nasty and filthy, and I can take this home, clean it off, and get a diamond out of the rough. I really like that. Then I've had some good luck on Facebook yard sale groups this month, or actually in this last week. I got these for $11 a piece, I believe. And that one's a blunder, but because it wasn't $11. Ben 10. This one's sealed. Ben 10 Omniverse for Wii U. Scribblenauts Unlimited for Wii U.
Oh, cool.
And Rapala Fishing for Wii U. There were that, and I got 3 more games from a buddy of mine. We kind of went in and packaged them together and bought them for $65 for all 6 games. So that was cool for Wii U stuff. And then we'll go since we are talking about blunders. I dropped the ball, made a mistake on this one. I gave somebody $20 for this. It was new, but I thought I was buying the PS4 one, but in the picture it was a PS3, and I was like, hey, how much for Grand Theft Auto 5? Because I wanted to play it on the PS4. But I got the PS3 version, and I ended up giving $20 for it. So.
Oops.
Yeah.
Oops. Exactly. Yeah, I know. All right, and here's the one I'm proud of. It's not even a video game pickup. It's I got the 25th anniversary Optimus Prime for $20.
Action figure.
The box is a little boogered up, but I'm not mad at it. It still makes noise. Yeah. Did y'all hear that?
Yeah, but I'm not sure what I heard.
That's a
You heard the
sound, dude.
I heard
Well,
it sounds
that's
like
cool.
a scratching record.
Well, it was that Transformer noise.
Yeah.
So yeah, got a comic book with it, got a DVD with it. So that's pretty neat for
Nice.
$20.
Yeah, for $20, that's great.
Yeah, the lady on there she said I'd need 100. That's what she was asking for. I said, I'll give you $20. She said, how about 80? I said, have a nice day. Got a Facebook message later. Said, what would you do? 50? My husband said he would go down to 50 for it. I said, no, $20 is about all I can do for it. Have a nice day. And then the next day, she said, hey, if you're still willing to do $20, I can meet you in a little while. So that's my $20 Optimus Prime that I was really pumped on. Like I know the box is kind of trash. There's some marker on it, so I may take it out of the box since the box
Yeah.
isn't in very good shape. But it's an Optimus Prime with all the pieces, so it was worth $20 to me. I don't know what they go for online. I don't know. It may be $1 million. It may be $2, but it was worth $20 to me. So I'm pretty pumped on that one.
I wish I kept my Transformers good, but I played with them and beat them to hell, and oh,
That's all
But
she
that's what
wrote.
I've got this month.
Wow, you've all been busy. Damn. In comparison, I mean, I got a lot of stuff this month. Like, I've been on a Kirby kick, so got a bunch of Kirby games, but I only brought 2 games that I'm really excited about here. So, I guess I'll take a few minutes to show them off, unlike everyone else who had, like, awesome stuff. Oh, March was the month I got Panzer Dragoon Saga, but it's in a safe right now, and I don't want to, take it out and let it get dust on it. So,
it's actually in a safe.
no, I'm totally kidding. But it's in the other room. So this month I got, like I said, a few things, but there are 2 that I'm kind of, actually there's 3 I'm excited about, but I'm going to go over 2 right now. The first is a new release, and it's been a long time since I've actually participated in a new release at all. I got Knights of Azure for the PlayStation 4. And the company that made this, Gust, usually they make one of my favorite series of all time, the Atelier series. So I thought, you know what, this is me supporting Gust. I will get this on day one. And I'm only on chapter 2 right now, so I barely scratched the surface. But for now, it's been pretty cool. It's kind of like a Dynasty Warriors type of game, and you take the main character is a female, so girl power. Yay for that. And hey, I don't have that many PS4 games, so it helps add to that small yet supple collection. So
Yeah, I was going to
that's
ask
what I
you
want.
how it is because I'm actually interested, but I really haven't seen too much gameplay of it or heard too many people talk about it.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's kind of like Dynasty Warriors.
Okay. So it's more of
And
an action
you
RPG.
with what was that?
It's more of an action RPG.
Yeah, I mean, it feels like the RPG elements take kind of a back seat. I mean, yeah, you'll level up, but most of the time you're either um, trying to figure out the best AI settings for your partners, or you're trying to just hack and slash your way to victory. But there are RPG elements in it. You'll level up. You'll, there's character interactions, that sort of thing. Yeah, it's been pretty cool. I mean, I'm not 100% yay, go buy this game just yet, but I barely scratched the surface, so we'll see. I think you'd like it, Zach, but I think you might want to
Yeah.
wait till the price goes down. I mean, this is a new release, so they're
Yeah, well, I mean, you get 20% off pre-orders out on Amazon, and I got Best Buy's Gamers Club unlocked, so I get 20% off either way.
Oh, well then, your money, you have added then. Let's see what happens. The second one I want to talk about is a game that I had a long time ago. Before I started getting back into collecting, I foolishly sold it to, I think it was Funkoland at the time, so that can tell you how long ago this was. And I remember the day I got this. It was like a really muggy, hot day in July. I was on summer break, and I thought, you know what, this game comes out today. I might as well go pick it up. And I did. I'm so glad I did, because when you picked up Chaos Legion, brand new, you got a watch with it. Of course, I don't have the watch anymore. That stopped working, so that sucks. But thanks to a fellow friend on BG Collect, he and I worked out a deal for this wonderful game. I'm so excited to have it back. If you like Devil May Cry, you'll love this.
Yeah, I played that. It's pretty good.
Isn't it? Yeah, it's fun, isn't it?
Yeah.
Did you get a chance to play as the girl yet? I forget her name.
No.
No?
It's been a while since I played it though.
Yeah. Yeah, me too. I mean, I just got this like not too long ago, so I mean, I haven't popped it in yet, but I'm so excited to have it again because this provided me with a lot of memories. So, super excited about this one as well. And that's, like I said, that's about all I got. I mean, I got some other things, but they're in the other room. I feel like I should have brought more stuff in to share with everyone, but oh well. No worries. Thanks again, GF78, for this. Appreciate you. So,
And for some of the people who don't know VG Collect is an awesome site. You know, you could
like, yes, it
log
is.
your whole collection. So you know what you have. Sometimes you go to a game store, you forget. They get a mobile app to look up. So I have this game already. Why do I need to buy it? And also, there's a fun forum where all these video game nerds, we all converse with one another. So
Yeah.
it's fun.
And if you can't find the game that on there as far as the database goes, you can always add it yourself.
Yes. So you guys should check it out if you want to.
It's where we all met, and 99% of the time, everyone gets along on there.
Yes.
So, I think it's time then we move to our next segment, which we will lovingly call this next segment Bargains and Blunders. Turf kind of gave it away a couple minutes ago, but that's okay. Basically, I have asked everyone to think of one or two games that they got for an amazing price, like they found it at a garage sale, or they haggled the vendor down a few pegs, or I don't know, they cut a really good deal. I want to hear about these adventures. I want to hear about this. And on the other hand, I asked them to also pick a game or two that made them feel robbed. Like after they picked up their merchandise, they immediately had buyer's regret for spending too much money, or they thought to themselves, "Why did I buy this? I'm never going to play this." I want to hear about that too. So, like I said, this is called Bargains and Blunders, and well, Turf, you kind of started us off with that GTA 3 thing. So you would say that's a blunder, yes?
Yeah, it was Grand Theft Auto 5, and it was a mistake. I immediately, because I'd already agreed to it, and the girl had come to meet me, we met in a gas station for her to sell that to me. So I was like, oh, it's the PlayStation 3 version. I have it on 360, but I never played it. So, well, I want it for PlayStation 4, and on the Facebook ad, they had PS4 and PS3 games mixed together, and I thought I was buying a PS4 game, but it was clearly marked a PS3 game. So just to be fair, I went ahead and gave her the $20 and took the game, and that was my blunder. I made a mistake. So, and this was after popping my mouth off and saying, "Oh, I don't mess up. I don't make blunders. So this is gonna be pointless for me." But yeah, I did. It was the same day that I said that, so I jinxed myself.
Hey, as collectors, we're only human. We're entitled to a mistake every now and then. So, sorry to hear about your story, but that was very entertaining at the same time.
Yeah, but let's face it, you done goofed.
That's right, I done goofed.
You done darn messed up.
Yes. Mr. Nikon, do you have well, we started with blunders, so let's start with the blunder story. Do you have one of those for us?
Well, the game I just got today, I should have searched eBay a bit more for it because I found it for half the price from what I paid for it. So that's, my main blunder. Most of the time I'm good about that.
Yeah.
But, so said, oh, I'm going to get this game. So I just didn't buy it now, and like 2 days later, I'm like, oh, Christ. I should have looked at these guys. Why didn't I look at these guys? I buy shit from them all the time. They have it for half what I paid for it. But
again, we're only human. What can we do? So, Zach, let's hear a blunderific story from you.
I got highlight.
Oh, Jesus.
Ooh, you did mess up.
For free, I hope.
Nope.
You paid too much then.
It wasn't expensive, but I bought highlight anyways. So that's just kind of a blunder right there.
I
We
really
won't
feel sorry
ask
for the
how
kids
much,
that bought
but
stuff like that back in the day. You know,
There's-
like you got that for Christmas or your birthday, or spent some money, your own money on it, and you got it home and you had highlight. Oh, you had to wait like 6 more months before another something rolls around.
Yeah, I think I paid just under $3 for this, which is still probably more than I should have.
yeah, you
should've gone to
were
Taco Bell
robbed. You can
instead.
use that $3 to buy a milkshake from Sonic or something, you know?
And
It's
with
not
that
Careful
milk,
though, that'll bring all the
There is not a
bugs.
Sonic near me. Sorry.
I would
Ooh.
say with that milkshake, you could bring the boys to the yard.
Yeah.
For $3, I hope not. Cheap
You
hookers.
damn right. It's better than yours. I could teach you, but I have to charge. You're welcome.
Oh my God, I love it. Yeah, a part of
That's
me
how we do.
wishes that
parents'
I was
basement.
recording all this so I can save it for save that little segment for my ringtone or something whenever Turf calls.
Oh, don't worry.
We can make that happen.
Tee.
I could make that ringtone for you, okay?
All right, my birthday's in
All
June.
right, that
So,
And
was
if
a
any,
36 minutes.
if any of our viewers want that for your ringtone, I can make that available for you guys.
For 99
Awesome.
cents. We just figured out how to sponsor this podcast.
oh my God. What were we talking about? Oh yeah, blunders. I guess I'll talk about mine real quick. So I traded a bunch of stuff in that I actually wanted to trade in, stuff that I felt didn't belong, and I was at my go-to game store, and I thought, let's see, I should get something. You know, I have this credit, I might as well use it, and I ended up with this for the PlayStation, Strider 2. This is a really expensive game, and the guy had me convinced, like, yeah, man, you'll get 2 games for the price of 1, and you like Shinobi, you'll love this. You like Ninja Gaiden, you'll love this. I'm like, okay, you convinced me, I'll buy it. So as soon as I got to my car, I'm like, why did I buy this? I could have spent that money on something else. But I thought, maybe it's fun. I get home, I play it, it's fun, but not for the price I paid. I'm like, that money could have been used for, or that credit could have been used for something else. Instead, I got home with this. It's fun, but I paid way too much. So that was definitely my blunder. So what can you do?
We're human.
Sorry, Strider 2, but you just, I'm not getting rid of it. You know, I paid too much for it, but still. Similarly, or rather conversely, I should say, we all know how to haggle a bit and get our way with people. So I want to hear about amazing deals that some of us have gotten. And I know, Turf, you have this uncanny ability to knock a vendor down a few pegs and, you know, show them what's up. We don't pay full price for games up in this piece.
No, that's just you just don't do that.
Yeah.
Way back when I first started collecting I was in college in the early 2000s, and this was still relatively cheap. I mean, everything was still, crazy cheap. I went in a store called Game Exchange in Jonesboro, Arkansas, a lot, and so much so the manager there, was a guy named Matt. Me and him got to be pretty good buddies, and he would keep stuff behind the counter for me so I got to look at it before it went out on the shelf. Anybody else got a chance to. Well, one of the really cool things that he did for me is Game Exchange they had a price guide of what they could sell, and if it wasn't in their price guide, he couldn't put it on the shelf. Well, lo and behold, somehow Caltron 6-1 makes its way into this Game Exchange in Jonesboro, Arkansas. It's not in their book. They can't sell it. So what does he do? He says, you know what? I'll take $5 for it. So he kept it behind the counter and just waited till I came in, and I said, I've got something odd and strange that I bet you'll be into for Nintendo. So, well, cool. Let me see it. I got it, and this is before. I I don't know if y'all know. Several years ago, they found a pallet of these Caltron 6-in-1s. It was like $1,000 game in the box and everything for a while. Now it's
Wow.
like $250 because there was a whole bunch of them that kind of flooded the market. But at the time, just a loose cartridge was $300-$400, and that was unheard of. That was more than Samson, Flintstones, and stadium events combined.
Wow.
At the time. So I've got one of this like holy grail waiting on me, and he's just like, here, yeah, $5, you can have it. So I'm just shaking, and I paid for it, and I walked out. I was like, dude, this is like the game. But lo and behold, a little while later, somebody finds a whole pallet of them in Mexico or something, and sealed copies. So mine, I mean, it's still an expensive game. It's still over $200, I think,
Oh,
but
wow.
it's not near the holy grail that it was at the time.
Yeah, which, you know what? That just shows you should never trust video games as an investment.
Oh no,
There.
No.
that everybody could lose interest tomorrow.
Yeah, and where you never know when a whole crate of them will show up.
That's like that guy had that shipping container, not shipping container, but like a
Oh.
shipping case
The,
of stadium
the six-pack.
events that came up in the last few weeks.
Oh,
He's
yeah,
got
yeah.
6 sealed stadium events laying around.
Like,
Yeah,
it was.
and where as soon as those get introduced to the market, it's gonna take that game.
All
Or-
right, this guy, he's like got to buying like old stock or new old stock from places, and he bought a shipping case, of stadium events, and just left them put them in storage. So each box has 6 copies of stadium events in it. The outer box has never been opened, and then there's 6 copies of sealed stadium events inside this. So
Huh.
that this $10,000 game is good. There's only so many people that'll pay $10,000 or whatever,
Or
fifty
more
thousand
in this
dollars,
case,
whatever a
yeah.
sealed copy of stadium events goes for. It just is going to take a dump if he ever wants to put them in the market.
Yep.
There were only, what, 200 some odd that were actually sold? Or
I think it was around closer to 1,000,
1,000? Okay.
but nobody really knows how many are more or how many are actually still out there because I recalled them, back off the shelf. So I don't know how many actually made it into consumers' hands, and then how many survived. And there's probably less than 100 right now.
And isn't it just simply, a different version of world-class track meet?
Yep.
It is world-class track meet.
Then
Yeah.
I
A different
still
title
don't get why
screen.
that game of all games is so. I know because it's limited print run and blah blah blah, but I mean, come on. At least Little Samson looks fun, and Flintstones 2. That looks like a fun game. This one, I mean, just pop a world-class track meet, you're good to go.
I know. I wish it wasn't part of a full set. I wish I could just say world class track meet. I'm good enough. Some people do. Some people say it's just a variant of world class track meet. I wish I could make my head do that, but it just won't.
It's
Unfortunately, it's a different game.
slightly different, but it's just having that cartridge.
Yep.
It's the
Which
different
wasn't-
title screen. That's what the kicker is.
Was it? It was like number 2 in the series apparently of
Yeah,
the
there was
Bandai games.
Athletic World, and then
Oh, cool.
world class
I know
track
that.
meet or stadium events. I mean, for the Bandai Family Fun Fitness.
Yeah. Then Nintendo's like, oh, we want this game. We're gonna make it our own.
Well, Mr. Nikon, Turf rather. That is a really cool story. You got a deal and a half, and you didn't really have to. You didn't have to bully the guy down a few dollars. You're like, sure, $5. Okay, $5, cool. Shake hands, good to go. I like that. That's how we do. Mr. Nikon, do you have a story about a deal, a bargain, if you will?
I went to Goodwill,
Okay.
and I always check out the electronics section, see if I had any NES games in there. So, God, I wish I had all the games with me right now. I spent $15.
Mm-hmm.
I got what, like 6 games.
Wow.
$2 a piece. One was Contra. With Contra, that's about what, $15-$20 a game just for a loose cartridge right there itself.
Yeah, that is awesome.
I think got Rad Racer. What else did I think I got Life Force. Oh God, I had to remember that I forgot. But I got like 6, NES games for $2 a piece.
Contra being one of them, and that
Yeah,
game goes for a pretty penny these days.
yeah. And also, back, I got Darkwing Duck when it was cheap. So when it was I paid like $8 for it. Now, according to price chart, it's going like for $54.
Damn.
Yeah.
But and also some other deals I got. I got Mega Man 7 and X2 combined for about $35-$40 for the Super Famicom.
Okay, I would say Rockman or Mega Man, but either way,
Rockman.
yeah, that's $30 for those two. That's fantastic. I
Like
mean,
Mega Man 7 by itself for Super Nintendo goes for what, 200 some odd dollars now?
oh,
I think it's just right
probably.
around 100.
The Mega Man games are ridiculous in price.
Yeah, because I paid a good penny for Mega Man 5, which is I think the most I paid for a single game ever. So, but I had to get it to finish my NES Mega
Yeah,
Man
you gotta finish
collection.
it.
Whereas if I buy the Famicom version, I could get the whole Mega Man series for the Famicom for about $124. All 7 games.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which the 7th one was like a weird soccer game or something like that.
Mega Man Soccer?
Yeah, Mega Man Soccer.
Never played it.
I've never played it either, so
You hadn't lived. It's a fun, silly soccer game.
which is probably my next on my list of games to get for my Famicom. Get the
Cool.
whole Mega Man's the Rockman series.
Yeah, we know what you mean. Well, that's awesome. I liked hearing that too. Zach, how about you? How about you got a bargain story for us?
I got one that's also a bit of a revenge story, I guess you could say.
Revenge. Dum dum dum.
Kind of Monte Cristo up in here.
Yes,
Let's hear it.
cold.
All right. Pretty much what it is at my local flea market, there was this one guy who was selling a bunch of games. And where he was one of those guys who got into it through toys. Those guys can be the most annoying people to deal with.
The toy collectors and
Yeah.
toy resellers.
Or the toy resellers, yeah. Because
That's
they don't want to go down on their prices. And where one week I'm there, I'm flipping through the games. I grab a couple, Hexen, the Game Shark,
Yeah.
and Diddy Kong Racing on the 64. I pick up all 3 of those, and where I bring it to him, he had just got done telling me that all games on that shelf were about $2 each. So, yeah, not a bad deal for that.
Nope.
And where I bring it up to him, he flips through them, pulls the Diddy Kong Racing aside, and where it's like, yeah, that was going to be about $12. So pretty much he lied about all the games being on that shelf only being $2. And where he basically told me that, and where I said, well, is there anything you can do? I'm buying a couple of games. Could you bundle them at all? And where he just walked off. So I end up leaving there. And where next week comes around, I go to the same flea market. I go to his stall. I'm rummaging through the bins again, just out in front. And where I see this Sega Master System game. And where I had heard that there was a rare sports game on there. Turns out that this is the one that I found, which was James Buster Douglas Knockout Boxing.
You did not.
Yeah. So
Awesome.
I ended up picking that one up complete for about $3.
Nice.
Yeah, and just to
I'll
give you an
give you
idea,
6.
huh?
I'll give you 6. You can double your money.
Well, here's the thing. I already traded it off to what's his name on VG Collect, Sore.
Sarah?
Swear.
The one who was going for the complete Master System collection.
He's got it.
Yeah, I ended up trading just a couple of games for that. That I was
That's
more
cool.
interested in.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
I helped out somebody on VG Collect complete their collection.
Aw, a bargain that brings people together. I love it.
And
just
I just love the fact that it was the week after he pulled that game aside, thinking that he could get more money for that.
Nah, 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 nah.
I'm just looking at the price chart for that cartridge loose right now is like $213.
Mercy.
Complete one is $325 on
Jeez.
price starting.
Yeah,
crazy.
it's about impossible to find.
Like, who cares about James Buster Douglas these days?
Master System collectors.
Yeah, exactly.
So those are the only people. But
I bet Mike Tyson still cares.
I'm Mike Tyson, man.
Yeah,
James
you only-
Buster Douglas doesn't have a good game. I have the better game. I'm Mike Tyson. I'm gonna puke you up if you say it's anything different.
At least Mike Tyson got to play his game last year for the first time.
did he beat himself in the game, or
That sounds weird.
I don't even think he
Beat
beat the
himself?
last show.
Come on.
I
Now,
could be
do you really
wrong
want
about
to see
that,
Mike
though.
Tyson beating on himself?
oh,
Good.
Hey,
Hey,
phrasing.
some people are into that. I'm not. Maybe you are. What you do in your spare time is up to you. I
I
don't
think I've
judge.
seen that video on Pornhub.
Which we do not advocate, audience of ours.
Unless Pornhub's going to sponsor us.
That'd
In
be
that
nice.
case, I take back everything I said. Give us money. Um, Zach, any more to that story you wanted to add?
No, that's pretty much it.
I really enjoyed hearing that. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Damn. I guess mine. I mean,
Some people might be
similarly,
mad.
mine is like. What was that? I'm sorry, I cut you off. What was that?
Yeah, I was about to say, some people might be mad that I went and got rid of it. But here's the thing. I knew I was never going to play it that much, and where I'd rather help out somebody else with it.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. That totally makes
Have it
sense.
around here collecting dust.
And you said you did this at the flea market, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, that is kind of where my story takes place. The fourth weekend of every month in Nashville, they have a huge flea market, and like any flea market, the merchandise just runs the gamut. I mean, there's anything and everything you can think of. So we were just there just to enjoy the weather. It was a nice day. I was not looking to buy anything. I was not in the, I was like, I'm just gonna go outside and, maybe I'll get a lemonade. They have lemonade stands there. I'll get one of those. So we're walking through the stalls, going back and forth, and I see a guy selling games. I'm like, sure, I'll look at what he has. Shovelware, shovelware, shovelware. But eventually I see a game that I bought years ago and clocked about 80 hours in called Rogue Galaxy. And this was in his shovelware pile. And I was like, so how much is this? And he gave me a number. And I gave him a little bit less of a number. And he was like, sure, you can have it for that. In the back of my head, I'm like, sweet. And, to him, I'm like, okay, cool. Yeah, I guess that works. So I have this game again. And I'm really, really happy about it. Not only did I not have to pay like a crazy amount of money, well, not crazy amount. I mean, it's still, comparison to what it is on eBay and Amazon and things like that, I got a crazy good deal, and I'm very excited about it. And, I get a chance to just go through it again, and I'm not going to replay the whole thing. I mean, I don't have that kind of time anymore for this sort of game. Well, yeah, I do. But I'm not going to devote it to this one because I've already played it. But the point is, I got a really good deal for this. I wasn't even looking. I was just, out and about just for whatever, just to pass the time. And, it just goes to show you, you never know what you can find, even when you're not looking for it. kind of like falling in love, almost. Dare I
Don't you
say?
just love that feeling when you're
Yeah.
making a deal with the vendor, and then in the back of your, you're like, oh yeah, that's cool. That I guess that'll work, But in the back of your mind, like,
Exactly. And I was like, well, let me make sure it's complete, and it was, manual, disc, art. It's got the whole thing.
And on the outside, you're like, I'm stone face. You got nothing for me.
Yeah.
I guess I'll do that.
And I was wearing sunglasses, so he didn't see like my
Your eyes
eyes
are.
darting back and forth. Yeah, they're like bing, anime eyes. So yeah, that's my bargain story right there. So what did everyone think of this segment? Was this? I thought this was a lot of fun to talk about.
Yeah.
It was pretty
Man, I
interesting
could do this
choice.
for a long time. So we will definitely have to revisit it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because you
Well,
don't have any NES games at all, so you can't really discuss NES games in your bargains or blunders.
yeah.
You only got, what, 3 games in your whole NES collection?
Yep, 3 games: Stadium Events, Overlord, and Flintstones 2. That's it.
I've been on the lookout for you. Every time I'm out and about, I see what I can find. But what can you do? Well, my friends, it is almost time to say goodnight. Now, a couple of questions and comments. First of all, is episode 2 from last week, is that now available on iTunes?
It is.
Sweet. And this
It's on
episode,
iTunes,
episode 3, will be
Stitcher, it's on
on iTunes
Google
as well.
Play now.
We're
We're
on
on
what,
Google
Hunter?
Play
We're
now,
on Google
hey.
Play as of today.
And we're on Google Play. Awesome. So not only can you, if you didn't tune in live, which I don't think anyone did, oh well, you can watch us on YouTube, you hear us on iTunes, and now you got Google Play. That is great. Taking over. I love it.
We are taking over the world, and you're going to find us on any social media that you want.
At
Which
OPB
pretty much equates to
Podcast on
Facebook
Twitter.
and Twitter.
Turf
Yes.
and Zach, almost called you. Turf and Zach said that at the same time. What was something about social media?
Yeah, I said which pretty much just defaults to Facebook and Twitter.
Which we were both on. Our,
I don't.
our Twitter is, what's our Twitter called again? I can never remember.
Links should be in the description.
They're down there.
At
That works too.
OPB Podcast.
OPB Podcast. I'll remember that.
And our website, ourparentsbasement.com.
Check us out there. You'll see all of our shows and our cast bios, news updates, that sort of thing. And if you are watching this and are able to comment, what was a great game that you picked up in the month of March that will, remind you that March of 2016 was a damn good month? Let's hear about that.
Yes.
Similarly, if you got a good bargain or you blundered somewhere, let us know about that too. Love to hear from you.
Yes. Thank you all very much for watching.
From that, shall we say goodnight?
I guess we should say good night.
All right. Well,
Good night, farewell, or good morning, good afternoon, whenever you're watching this or listening to us, any time of the day.
Push stop.
Doesn't matter which time of day, just peace.
exactly.
Peace. Thank you. Good night.
Peace in the east.